What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and I'm very happy to announce that with the most recent title update of October 17th, 2019, a lot of things are going to change in Madden for us, specifically in Madden Ultimate Team. A lot of new abilities. The scum kick has been patched, and we're going to be very soon able to get refunds on the abilities that we buy from the players before we rage sell them. So that's a huge win for the MUT community. Obviously, like I told you guys, we work together as a team. Many of you guys have already messaged me and told me that you guys did do Reddit posts, you did tweet at EA Sports, and you were respectable. And you told them the things that we talk about here. Like, listen, a lot of these things are unacceptable. We should not have to spend all of these things on, like, you know, evasive and not be able to get anything back. But then when we downgrade a player, be able to get half back. You see what I'm saying? So it has been announced for the title update. I'm not sure exactly when it's going to go live, but we're going to go take a look at a few things that are going on as far as the abilities go. Now, with Randy Moss, I believe that he's going to be eligible to get a new X Factor ability that'll be coming very soon. They actually updated everything into it. It's going to be called Mossed, or is it one of these things? I know they said that it's going to be available soon. I have to make sure that we're going to be able to get it. Let me see something too. Hold on. Do you want to remove it? Okay, so yeah, they haven't really launched everything into the game yet, but it's been announced. I did tweet out the information as far as, you know, if you wanted to know all the patch note information. Some of my viewers do engage in franchise. I unfortunately do not. So, you know, I don't really speak about those things. I keep it strictly MUT here. But yeah, they have some updates also to the franchise for those of you guys that are interested in playing the franchise mode and things of that nature. So definitely go ahead and check out the notes that I tweeted out at GmiasWorld to give you guys some information with that. But there are a lot of different new abilities coming, and you're also going to be able to, like I said prior, be able to get refunds. Once that goes live, I will let you guys know. Listen, you don't got to worry about nothing. When I got your back, bro, yo, you don't got to worry about a thing. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as we're able to get that information, I'm going to definitely get that, guys, to you. Bro, red zone threat. What? Improve catching on single coverage in the red zone? Okay. Yeah, bro, this dude T.O. got some crazy stuff over here, dog. You know what it is? I know for a fact that Randy Moss is going to have to be able to get mossed. So I'm just going to go ahead and assume that they haven't put it into the game yet. The same way when I clicked on the ability to actually get back a percentage, it didn't show it yet. But they did make a note of that inside of the patch notes, that's going to be happening. So there are several other things that are going on. So I'm going to go ahead and, you know, talk about those things really quickly. I mentioned that the scum kick is going to be of, you know, of no more. Like, we're done with all that. So everybody that's coming out doing whatever they want, that part is going to be over. I am going to go over some of the other notes. As far as like the click off hit stick fumbles, that's also something that has been patched. So what's going to happen is, when, you know, most of us, what we were doing was we were running around with Tillman and then clicking off, and the computer was forcing fumbles. EA Sports has, you know, pretty much nullified that now. So with that being the case, it's going to be kind of crazy. But it is what it is. Those are just some things that we're going to have to actually just understand and adjust to. That's why most of the time when I was clicking on, I was always clicking on and just going for the hit stick regardless. But because I saw that it was effective, you know, pretty much I just said, you know what, I don't care. I'm going to just definitely do what I got to do right here and just let the CPU do it, because it's always easier to click off and let the CPU run them down. Now it's going to be more skill involved competitively, which is really good. I want to talk about these X Factor zone abilities. Protective custody. Ball carriers with this ability are immune to fumbling when in the zone. That's going to be a huge thing, okay? Depending on how it works and whatever, that might be huge for like end game situations. Because if you absolutely know that you can't fumble, that's going to change the game. So when you look at that, you guys will be able to evaluate, you know, exactly what you want to do. But again, it's not available yet. I believe you have to have a certain amount of carry to unlock it, and he has 93. So Saquon Barkley will be able to get that zone. I don't know if that's a zone that's going to be useful for me, though, because I usually don't even get my running backs in the zone for that long, because after they get into the zone, for some reason, they send everybody and I get hit in the backfield. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. If you guys know when you go in the zone, no matter what happens, somebody hits you in the backfield and you lose your zone, just write zone in the comments, because it happens to all of us. So you can lie if you want, but it don't really matter though. So the Mossed one It's inspired by Ultimate Team legend Randy Moss. When players with this ability enter the zone, they will win contested catches regardless of coverage on passes of 50 yards or more, but does fall back to ratings formula when countered by pass coverage abilities. So you're going to have to actually have cornerbacks with like shutdown and different abilities to be able to counter it, or you could just double team the player. It will not be recommended to go out there and press guys with this coverage, especially with the way that these things are going on. They're putting out a lot of different abilities to make the game a little bit more it's enhanced, because you have to work towards it. A lot of you guys are very, very angry with a lot of these abilities. You're going to get over it eventually, because that's the year of the game. Like, they're not taking abilities away, at least for Madden 20. So you can go ahead and cry about it, pout, do all that stuff. Doesn't really matter. The abilities aren't going anywhere. So what we're going to do here is we're going to utilize the best abilities and try to figure out what we need to do in order to continue to win. Because all I care about is my fam winning and, you know, me getting those wins when I need to. Everybody else, they can do whatever they want. Keep complaining, whatever, it doesn't matter. We have to make sure that we utilize these to our, you know, our best case scenario. So superstar abilities now. You got Lumberjack. It's a defensive ability preventing broken tackles and can cause fumbles when using cut stick tackles. Out of my way. You guys all remember that. Defensive ability that always wins versus impact block attempts. You guys know that. Goal line stuff. Defensive ability allowing quick block sheds against one-on-one run blocks within 5 yards of the goal line. Inside stuff. Defensive ability allowing quick block sheds against one-on-one run blocks on inside running plays. No outsiders. Defensive ability allowing quick block sheds against one-on-one run blocks on outside running plays. That's pretty good. For dudes that want to just run stretch all game like myself, you guys gonna lock me up, real talk. And then you got Tank, and this is inspired by Rob Gronkowski. Ball carriers with this ability break all hit stick tackles, but does fall back to ratings formula when counted by Enforcer. This ability is also available for tight ends inside of Ultimate Team. Alright, so that's pretty much what I thought we were doing this for. What do you mean it's also available? Like, that's what it's all about here. And then they give you guys a kind of a side note to let you know that it will be added to franchise in future updates. So that's pretty much where we are with that. And as we scroll down, it tuned the auto broken tackles, and also you can't run around holding the ball carrier cover up mechanic anymore. It slows you down completely. So for all those idiots that were running around at top speed, like trying to cover up the ball, that's all over as well. They tune to reduce situations where AI control players are allowed to cause fumbles. I spoke to you guys about that already. The scum kick, like I said, has been patched. Okay, so that's going to do that. Okay, also players to choose manual go and refund. All right, so let me see something. I got to go down to the bottom here. And yeah, pretty much that's most of the stuff that you're going to need to know right now about MUT. So the scum kick is completely done. That's good. It's going to make the kicks very, very inaccurate. If you don't kick the ball the proper way, it's just going to be very, very inaccurate. That's going to be a huge thing to see. What else do they got going on in here? Okay, okay, we got to achieve a 95 stiff arm, so that ain't happening for a while. Yeah, it's still not available yet for us to do that, so that's good. But it's a beautiful thing. And then also, if you start to downgrade without doing that individually, like going to the abilities and taking it off, according to the patch notes, they will automatically give you your training back anyway. So you don't have to actually individually do it, but you can if you want. Okay, but again, with the way that everything works out within the gameplay, you have to be careful to just make sure that you're getting your training back, because some things, you know, it may be buggy. Like, I haven't done it yet, so I'm just letting you guys know that this is what's going to be available. Until I actually do it, when I go to raid sell somebody, I don't know if it works 100% complete. So we got to be very, very cautious of that and understand, you know, that's pretty much where we are with it. All right. So going forward now, many of you guys are probably like, are we going to be changing our Superstar X Factor abilities based on the ones that we already have? Well, let's take a look. Saquon Barkley still has first one free. I don't think I'm going to go to that ball carrier one because, you know, I don't want to waste the ability just to not fumble. Because like me working up to just not fumble, you know, maybe because we still got evasive, possibly, you know, we just don't want to fumble when we're in the zone, but I don't know. Randy Moss it was inspired by Randy Moss to get mossed, so we're not going to not give Randy Moss, right? Like, we definitely have to do that, I believe. That's something that we have to do. And as far as quarterbacks, there's nothing really crazy there. Defensively, when we go to the other side, you know, we already have Enforcer on Pat Tillman. That's going to counteract a lot of the other things that they're doing offensively. As far as the newer things that are coming for the linemen, It may be a possibility that we need to discuss some things because some of you guys have been having issues stopping the outside runs. So that is something that's very important to me to make sure that, you guys know that I'm looking out for all of us and our best interests. So there may be some things that we have to adjust. We're going to take a look at that and come back and reevaluate it to make sure that we have the best actual abilities out there to deal with what these guys are going to be doing. Because yes, it does become very, very frustrating when people just start doing whatever they want. Totally agreed with that. So we are going to work on that. Okay. But again, as soon as it starts to update and everything comes through into the game, I am going to make sure that you guys get all the information that you need going forward. But right now, I just want you guys to test out the whole thing with the scum kit. Go out, see exactly what you can actually do with it. Okay. Make sure that it's not being able to be recovered. Check out some of the other things, and then once everything else goes live, as far as the abilities and all the new chems and everything, I will update you with it. We'll go through it and try to figure out the best way to move forward as the game is changing. All right. If you got any question or comments, as always, you can leave it in the comment section. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch, all at GmiasWorld. I want to thank everybody for watching. Be healthy, stay safe, and I'm gonna see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.